Sure, good day, guys. My name is Wemi, and I'm the one behind this channel. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, give the video a thumbs up, and stay with us because we'll be dropping different casual wear videos. And today we're going to be sewing a crop top. These are my standard measurement that I use for crop top, body hug, body con dress. This standard measurement will fit into all sizes from small to 2x large, even 3x large, depending on the stretchiness. Do you understand the elastic limit of the material you use? So you can see the standard measurement, the shoulder measure 7 inches, the bust I want it to be 34, waist I always use 28, length this is a crop top I want 18 inches is okay, then the short sleeve 6 inches, neck width 3 inches, and the small, okay, I said it can fit into small to 2x large or more, and then the wideness of the neck is going to be 3 inches. The front neck, that is for the front neck depth, rather, is going to be 3 inches. The wideness is going to be 3 inches, and for the back neck depth I'm going to be using 1 inch. So stay right with me. With this measurement you can make a body comb, body hug, crop top for any size, and it will fit into any size. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So I have folded this fabric into 4 using 9 inches. So I said our bust measurement is going to be 34. I always fold my fabric using the largest circumference that I'll be using, which is my bust measurement here. I said 34. So if you divide 34 by 4, you're going to be getting 8.5. So I added 0.5 to it to make it 9 inches. Do you understand? To make it 9 inches. And I'm going to be using that 0.5 as the seam allowance. Is that clear? So I hope you can see that 9 inches. And I'll be using 0.5 to join it. So it means this entire fabric now, everything, if I open it up, is around 36 inches. So by the time I use 0.5 to fold it at both ends, it's going to result to 34 inches. I hope that is clear. So right now, the first thing I'll do is to take my shoulder measurement, which is the normal thing where you want to sew. I took my shoulder measurement, which is 7 inches, the standard shoulder measurement I normally use. Then after taking that, I am going to be taking my neck measurement. Remember, I said the wideness of the neck I want to be using is 3 inches. You can use 3.5 depending on how wide you want your neck to be. So, and the front neck depth is 3 inches as well. You can see I'm cutting the front and the back together. That is why I folded this fabric into 4. I didn't make mention of that earlier. I'm cutting the two together. So I just use my free hand cuff to connect the neck. So I'm going to be taking my back neck measurement, which is 1 inch, and I'm going to connect it into the neck width, as you can see me do in this video. So after doing that, I'm just going to take my shoulder slant. I'm going to come down by 1.5. You can come down by 2 inches or 1 inch. I've come down by 1.5 right now. And after coming down by 1.5, I'm just going to connect the shoulder slant into the neckline. I'm going to connect it into the neckline as you see me do so. So these are just normal procedure on aside the measurement that I'm using. So my armhole measurement that I normally use is 8 inches. I think I didn't put that. I use 8 inches. But if you know that you want to make completely for small size, you can use 7 inches. Do you get? But if you know that the size you want to make is for everyone, use 8 inches. So after taking the armhole measurement, this is where I'm going to be inputting the bust measurement. Remember, I have measured 9 inches because we're going to be using 0.5 to hold it. So I just use my free hand to connect it to the shoulder slant. You can take in a normal line we used to take and draw out your armhole, but for me, sometimes I just find it easier. I just do my armhole curve straight away. And yes, the next thing is to take the length of this thing. I actually don't wear crop top, but I want to make it sure it's longer a bit. So I'm putting the length at 19 inches and I added 1 inch to it to make it 20 inches for my allowance. I mean the folding allowance you get. But for normal crop top, I think 18 inches is okay for all size. Maybe for small people, you can make it 16 or so. So this fabric is stretchy, extremely stretchy. So, and my bust is 44 on a norms. My bust is 44, so you can know that this will fit into any body type, and I'm going to be wearing it for you. So right now, at this down part, at the length part, that place is going to be serving as our waist side, right? So I'm going to be making use of 7.5 there, 7.5. Remember, our waist measurement is 28. You can even make it 27 if possible. So I use 7.5. So by the time I finish folding with 0.5 or so, we're going to be arriving at 28 inches or 27 inches, which is still a fit for all body type, for body cones if you use the right fabric. So after doing that, I'm going to cut out the neck. I'm going to cut out what we measured, but when you are cutting, cut out with the back neck measurement first, because remember, we are cutting the front and the back together. If you cut with the front neck measurement, you will end up having two front pieces. So first thing is cut out with the back neck measurement first, and after you are done cutting like so, then you can now detach it. I hope you can see, you detach the front from the back, you pull that aside, and then you arrange your front again and then cut it out. So this procedure, you can use it for your body cone gown, body up top. Do you understand? So after that, the next thing we're going to be doing is to cut out our sleeve. Remember, I said the measurement of the sleeve, the length is going to be 6 inches. I don't want it too long. Do you know the normal crop top sleeve? Do you know how it used to be? So you're going to be using 6 inches, and the wideness is 8 inches. Remember, the wideness we use for our armor. So that is what we are going to be using. So for the length, I measure 7 inches because I'm going to be folding by 1 inch. So after folding, it's going to remain 6 inches. Then from our arm or our sleeve circumference, I'm going to come down by 5 inches, and that way I'm just going to make a free hand curve to this end like so. You know the normal curve we used to make our sleeve. You know how to cut our sleeve now. So that is what I'm doing. I'm only cutting out the sleeve, and I believe we all know how to do that. So my round sleeve is going to be 6.5. My round sleeve is going to be 6.5. The round sleeve is going to be 12 inches all round, and I'm going to be folding by 0.5. So automatically we have 6 inches on fold. By the time you measure it round, it's going to give us 12 inches. And this is going to fit into all hands. Remember that I said, except you want to make for somebody that you one-on-one, if you can decide to measure out the person round sleeve and every necessary part. Do you understand? But if you want to make for sale, follow this procedure. I mean the standard measurements I show you, and I've just cut out the sleeve. So just give it a notch at the upper part there, and then we have our two sleeves. So after cutting our two sleeves, the next thing we are going to be cutting is our neck band. See, this fabric is stretching. If you check through round neck, the normal round neck we wear, you will realize there are bands that are being used to cut it, to attach it. But right here, I'm going to be using the fabric. For this kind of top, you use fabric. So when we are about to sew round neck, I'm going to be showing us what the rib look like. But so now the normal length for this thing is 14 inches. If you use a smaller, you might decide, maybe you are making for somebody that is small. Do you understand? You can decide to use 13 inches or so, but 14 inches is the standard measurement. I mean, standard measurement for neck band. Do you understand? Standard neck measurement for neck band, I repeat again, is 14 inches long and 2 inches wide. Do you understand? 2 inches wide, 14 inches long, guys. So it's going to fit. You see that 14 inches is going to fit into the neck band, even though you use 3.5 or you use 4 inches for the neck depth and neck width. 14 inches is going to fit in as long as the fabric is stretching. So now after cutting the neckband and the sleeve and the bodice, I'm going to take it to the sewing machine now and sew. So we are here. I'm using my manual sewing machine. So the first thing you're going to be doing is to take the right side facing each other and then you join the two shoulders. That is the first thing to do. So join the two shoulders. Join the two shoulders. Join the two shoulders like so. So I actually make this with less than a yard. You can even make this thing with half yard. If you get a stretchy fabric, you can make it with half yard and you can start making stuff like this and start selling. Do you know how much they sell crop top outside? This fabric is around 900 naira per yard or 1000 naira. So with 1 yard of this fabric, you can make 3 crop top. I can assure you, make 3 crop top. Yes, from this particular one here, you can make 3. And you decide to sell for 1000 naira at least or more. You know how much you're going to be making. So I'm going to be dropping rishi. Now after joining the two shoulders, the next thing to do is to pick your neckband like so, as you see me do in this video. Pick the neckband and join the two ends, the two openings there. You join it like so, as you see me do in the video. I hope you can see. So after that, what you're going to be doing, you now put in your dress. You make sure that the front is facing you and the back is at the back of the machine. The front is the one facing. You can see the neck from the front is wider. So the front is facing me while sitting on my machine and the back is at the back of the machine. So what you're going to do, you just pick your neckband and fold it into two like so. Fold it into two like so, as you see me do in this video. Then after doing that, you're just going to take this joining part to meet the that shoulder where the joining part where the shoulder are joining. You make sure that the joining of the neckband is meeting that place as seen in this video, and then you put it under the machine foot and start sewing. Make sure you arrange it very well. Make sure the two joining are aligning together. Is that clear? So and then you start sewing. So by the time you start sewing, make sure you are stretching the neckband. Make sure you are stretching the neckband and make sure you are make sure that it's aligning very well to the neckband. You can see the way I'm stretching it. If you don't stretch it out, it's not going to contain the neck. One. Then the second thing is that if you don't stretch it out, it's not going to lay flat. It's not going to be laying flat on the neck. You know, the effect of that neckband laying so flat on your neck is because the neckband is stretched out. If you don't stretch it, it's going to be standing up, carrying mouth up like this. So you make sure that you stretch it out for two reasons. That is for the band to contain the neck and for it to lay flat on the body. So you can see the way I am stretching it out. So continue doing that. So I hope you can see. Continue sewing like that and continue stretching the neck out, the neckband, and make sure it's aligning with the neck or bodice, the bodice itself. So you continue doing that till you finish sewing everything. So you can see I'm at the back. I'm almost done sewing. Sometimes it's okay when you get to the back side, you have enough band in which you don't have to stretch that much. So that's why it's okay for you to start at the front so that you would have stretched it very well at the front side. The front side is actually the most necessary part that needs to lay flat on the body. Do you understand? So by the time you get to the back, you have, you don't have to put too much tension stretching it again. So I am done sewing now. I am done sewing here, guys. And yep, I'm going to bring it out so you see what it looks like. So this is our neck band. Ignore the all these rumpiness when you iron it is going to stretch out. That's because we just stretch it. So you can see that place because I didn't align it very well. I'm going to just lose that place out and sew it down very well. So I am done sewing it. I have to lose it out a bit and then I'm done sewing. So when you iron the neck, you're going to be seeing it's going to lay very flat and nice. So after this, now I'm going to be attaching the sleeve. You're just going to attach the two sleeves and join the two sides. That's all. So you can see this is me attaching the sleeves to it and I'm sewing it, which is normal for every dress you're making. You need to join the sleeve, and that is what I'm doing here. So after joining the sleeves, I'm going to join the two sides. You can see I'm joining the two sides now. And after joining the two sides, I'm going to fold the down part and then fold the sleeve by 1 inch. So I am done joining the two sides. You can see I folded the sleeve and I've done the same thing. So you can top stitch on it to give it to that lines that you normally see on dresses. You can do the same thing for the down part too. You top stitch it from the outside like this to have that two lines, and make sure you weave every necessary part. And yes, our top is ready. So this is me wearing the top. You can see it's nice, dancing to my, I don't know who's playing the song, but you can see right here, very nice. And if this is video helpful, if you find this video helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, put on your notification bell as we'll be dropping more videos. Bye.